everyone, my name is Jen and I am the Spicy Homesteader, formerly Gender Homestead. This channel is about how I cope with ADHD and work a full-time job and try to handle my semi-homesteading, tools I use, things to cope. So if you're like me and things can be overwhelming, just watch and see if I can give you some tips and maybe you can give me some down below. Today I'm working on cleaning up my garden for the spring. So today I am going to be cleaning up my tomato beds. As you can see, there's a lot of growth. Now this here is chickweed. I'm going to be pulling that up, give it to my chickens. And these are tomato plants, and yes, I have this pink tape that I use because it was laying around and I used it. One thing about being ADHD is you tend to drop things just where you drop them while you focus on doing something else. So I'm going to try to clean out these 3 tomato beds. I'm going to take out the dead plant matter, break down the stakes. I have put some of my chicken bedding, because I do the deep bedding method, and I have some of that down, so I'm gonna equally spread it. My boys put this out here. They got some here, but they don't have it there, so that's 2 to 5 people for you. But anywho, all this beautiful chickweed I'm gonna give to my chickens. One skill about having ADHD, for me, is I do things really quickly. So I planted some spinach seeds, and I don't think that's what that's coming up yet, but I cleared out this garden the other day. I started some carrots under these boards. Back there I have some beets that I just broadcasted. I'm trying something new. I just generally just broadcasted the beet seeds, and then I will thin them out and relocate them into other areas to grow bigger. And right along the back I have planted snow peas. I am very proud of my onion bed that I pulled up weeds, I put down cardboard, and then I put down landscape cloth. And when my onions come, I'll show you guys how I make holes in the landscape cloth and plant my onions. I don't know if this whole thing will be onions. I might start some pumpkins in the spring down on that end, but we'll see. So now I'm gonna get started, and I'll come back when I get to show you my progress. So before I get started, I always put on my headphones. I like true crime documentaries, so I'm listening to the true crime documentary because it's almost like it calms the noise in my head, if that makes sense. I even walk around my job. I'm a school librarian, and I multitask, but the kids and the teachers, they are used to me with one ear out like this, walking around, because it helps me focus. I can't explain it, but I wanted to show you. So that's one tool I use to focus, and then I'll show you something else that I do. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling out these sticks, and I'm pulling out the plant matter. Then I have to take my clips away. Then I have this pink tape. Then I'm separating as I break down the actual trellis that I'm gonna reuse. So because I'm so easily distracted, what I'm doing is I'm putting everything in this bucket that I take down. The pink tape, the little pieces, the short pieces, and the long pieces I'm putting over here. I'm doing this because if I get up to, I don't know, do one thing, I'll get distracted and I won't come back. So I'm sitting on my garden stool, I have my headset on, and I'm going to finish this bed, and that is what I'm focusing on right now. Oh, and I have a milk crate for the greens I collect. I'm going to put them in my storage shed because there's a lot. They're not going to eat all that today. But I don't want it to go to waste because it's really healthy, because I have a run and they don't free range. So I'm going to put this in my refrigerator in my shed so I can give it to them the next few days. But I'm still not going to move from this stool, and I'll be back. So this is where I'm at now. This is my crate of chicken weed, the connectors, and then all my sticks. So I'm gonna go and take this chicken weed to my chickens. Here's an example of when I drop things and go on to something else. I was gonna burn these, but they got wet because it rained yesterday in the burn trash can I use. And so I dumped them out so they can dry in the sun, and now they're just laying there. But to a regular person, they're just like, why would you leave that there? Well, because it's drying in the sun so I can burn it for later. Hopefully I'll get back to it. All right. Hey, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea is always the first one at the door. Oh, that's not Sweet Pea. That's Hollyhock. All right. Wait a minute. Let me pull it out. There you go. All right. So my chickens are not free range, but I do put in a lot of vegetation from the yard. I try to identify the right vegetation with my Picture This app. So it's chickweed. I kept calling it chicken weed. And so yeah, I feel like if they were free range, and they would know what weeds to eat. So if I accidentally give them a rare, strange weed and they're not supposed to eat it, I feel like nature will keep them from eating it. But anyway, I try to give them what I can identify. So I'm going to be adding some azomite, which are trace minerals that are found in the earth. Because I'm using raised beds and they're not really in the earth, I want to make sure that my beds have the appropriate minerals to grow plants come this spring. So this is what I am using. It's from the Seed Ranch, and it's organic azomite trace minerals. See, it doesn't have much NPK, so it's just replacing minerals into my bed. So that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm adding for now, because I have, you see how the chicken bedding is broken down. That's pine shavings that have broken down over the months, and chicken manure. And then I'm gonna add this azomite, and then that's all I'm adding, because I add to the actual hole when I plant my tomato plants. So this is just a refresh. Okay, so I turned the soil with the azomite to get it mixed in, and this is cardboard that I've put down to smother out any of the weeds or that stupid Bermuda grass. And I'm gonna wet this down, so when I get ready to plant, I'm not going to remove this cardboard. I'm going to punch a hole in it where I will put my 8 tomato plants. So 1 per foot, and then this will break down, and there's worms in there. So the worms, because the bottom of this is open, so the worms love the cardboard. So the worms will eat the cardboard will break down and feed the earth, plus it will smother the weeds. And then I will cover this with raked leaves as a mulch. So here is what my beds look like with the azomite sprinkled on top. And this is my fire burning up the plant matter. So this is what I had left over from the greenery and all of my beds are done. So these are my ashes. So just a recap of what I got done today and some things that I decided against. I will not be keeping the chickweed because that's a thing I do a lot. Is I want to keep stuff because I know I can use it, but it just makes more work for me. So I'm not keeping the chickweed. I'm going to take those ashes and I'm going to spread them over my asparagus bed for fertilizer. And I did get distracted a couple of times. I came in to get something to drink and I ended up cleaning out my countertop ice maker. And and then a friend of mine called and I did not want to do it anymore. So I said, listen, I'm losing my motivation. I need to put my headsets back in so I can finish these beds. And so I got off the phone with her, put my headsets back in, and I got refocused and I was able to finish all 3 beds. I was listening to that chapter. That is one of my favorite things to listen to while out in the garden. So drop down below and let me know if you listen to things while you're working in your garden. What do you have in your headphones when you're working in your garden? So hopefully this video, if nothing else, it was just you being seen, because a lot of times with homesteading videos, everything looks so perfect and everything is so pretty, and it's discouraging because that's not what my garden looks like. And I just want to show people that growing food is not aesthetic, it's functionality. And my goal is to have a more aesthetically pleasing garden, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from growing food for my family. So this is your Neurospicy Homesteader, and I'll see you next time. Stay spicy.